Hey, I'm Jan from GREPP and today I'm going to show you how to wrap a GREPP. In this video I will show you our preferred way of wrapping our handlebar tape, which is from the tops to the drops. The reason why it's our preferred way of wrapping our handlebar tape is because you don't need any finishing tape to do so. The only thing what you need for this is, most importantly, our handlebar tape, the gripper, and, let me see, a scissor. And that's it. Let's do it. In the beginning, it's important that you have the right direction of the cut. Sometimes the tape might be cut in the opposite way. If you start on the right hand side of your handlebar, then make sure that the short end of the free end of the handlebar tape is pointing to the inside of your handlebar and the long end to the outside of your handlebar. The reason why you want that is because you want to grab this end when you turn, so you want to make the overlap maximum here so it holds really tightly. So we start basically by having the tape, the short end finishing with your brake hose. Make sure that you hold it with one finger in here, make sure that the tape is straight. Then you go around and then you try to catch the free end, and you can, before continue, you can check whether you have catched it quite nicely here, that it's flush with the tape. And then you continue if you're happy with the result. And you're already in the sweet spot for wrapping the tape all the way to the hoods. When you reach the hoods, there's a good way to basically avoid any gaps, which is the 8/8 wrapping technique, which basically goes like that you go around and you do another loop of the same movement. So you pull this up to minimize the gap between the handlebar and your brake hoods. You go up again, and now you use the gaps in here, really pull it in, and you can really pull hard on our tape. It won't snap or do anything like with the plastic ones. So don't be afraid to really pull hard on our tape. Then you go again down, and there you go. And then you can continue wrapping all the way to the end. Before you're finishing it up, do a couple turns, let the handlebar tape loose. It won't go back, so check the hoods if they're covering up everything nicely. So make sure that if you have these kind of location holders of your rubber hoods, then that they fit into the counterpart and not be covered by our handlebar tape, by your handlebar tape. So make sure it's correctly in position, and then check if you're happy with the result. Like, how does it look? I think that's pretty nice. And on the other side, it is for sure covered. Okay, before finishing up the end, you need our bar end plug. Looks like this. The bar end plug has an inner part and an outer part. So this is the inner part, this is the outer part. This is the one you need first. So keep that in reach when you're now finishing the whole wrapping process. So I'm going to put it on my finger. Hold the tape, the tension, and then wrap it all the way on the end of the handlebar. And then now it's important that make sure that you have a good overlap of the tape. I recommend half of it is overlapping, and then tuck the rest in here like that. Now you use the inner part. You make sure that it's tucked in nicely, and then you can turn around the inner part a bit. That makes sure that the whole tape is being sucked in properly. Now you need the inner part, goes in here, push it in nice and snug. And there we go.